This is Josh Friedman at the Greek-Macedonian border. Today is December 6th, 2015. I was here 2 weeks ago and quite a bit has changed since then. Macedonia has erected a fence, a barbed wire fence, along the border here between the Macedonian town Gevgelia and the Greek town Idomeni. Macedonia is still only letting in refugees from Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan. They're lined up here and they're getting bussed in by the hundreds. The train tracks right here that 2 weeks ago were occupied by refugees and migrants have now been cleared, and it is now Greek riot police who stand guard here. There were Iranians who were hunger striking right here. They had sewn their lips shut. They are now gone. The new Iranians who have arrived say that 2 of the people who sewed their lips shut are in the hospital now. Part of the new Iranian group is right here. They have been protesting throughout the day, and a bunch of Moroccans were also protesting right here earlier. It got a little testy when the Moroccans approached the Greek riot police right here. The Moroccans were right here. I'll show you footage of it. And they were chanting and protesting and holding signs and came within about 10 feet of the police but didn't get any closer. And in fact, at the end of their demonstration, they actually thanked the Greek police. But still, things are a little testy. This week, one Moroccan man died by way of electrocution. He climbed up on these train cables, not right here, they're down the tracks, probably about a kilometer away, and he burned and was electrocuted to death, and then refugees or migrants took his body and paraded it around the camp. Many of them were chanting Allah Akbar. Also this week there were clashes between refugees and police. A lot of the refugees threw stones at police, I believe it was the Macedonian police, and then the police fired tear gas back at them. There are still hundreds of people in the camp, a couple thousand or 3,000 by some estimates, although it seems like there are much fewer people here among those who are not being allowed in. It does seem, though, that there are more Syrians, Iraqis, and Afghans this time than before. In fact, there are a lot more women and children this time in the crowds who are getting let in. There are also women and children now in the Iranian crowd. There were not a couple weeks ago, but the most of the people who remain in the camp, other than those crowds, are young men, able-bodied men, and they're still here from Africa, all over Africa and Iran. I did not run into the Bangladeshis, but I have heard that people from other Middle Eastern countries are here. I've heard Lebanon, Kuwait, although I have not met them. So there's still people here from all over the world stuck at the Greek-Macedonian border. Greece made an announcement this week, a few days ago. They said that they would have this place cleared out, or maybe not in those words. They said that they would resolve the problem here within 10 days. So those 10 days will be up in this upcoming week. It remains to be seen what will happen, but it seems as though the police are growing in numbers and the migrants who are stuck here and not allowed in are dwindling a bit. Greece has been trying to bus them back to Athens. Some have gone along, many have not. The Moroccans who are here say they will not go unless they are granted entrance to Macedonia. Behind me, some of them have actually threatened suicide, threatened to do what the Moroccan did on Thursday, the one who climbed up on the train cables and was electrocuted. It seems from talking to the other Moroccans that that was a suicide, and now others are threatening to do the same. So problems remain at the border here, although things are calming down just a little bit. That's a wrap for today from the Greek-Macedonian border, and I will be trickling out a lot of footage in the days to come. Ciao.